You know without you I'm so lonely. When you're not here, 911 calling. Into your heat again, I'm diving. Darling you, baby.
Hi, we're three K-pop darlings, just chatting K-pop. I'm Mama J,
Missy,
and Baby Gay. Woohoo! Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
I'm excited to learn.
Yeah, because I'm like basically the only person that knows this group very well.
I know.
Very well.
Yeah, you know them very well.
I do.
I know, like, one member.
I believe you.
Yeah, so
I know the name of two,
All
but
right.
I know one.
today we're talking about
Today we're talking about P1Harmony. Woohoo! I'm very excited. So, okay. P1Harmony is a 6-member group.
Okay.
So, let's see. They debuted on October 28th of 2020.
Wow.
2020. There you go. That's what it is.
oh, they're pandemic babies.
They are. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So we love them because they're pan babies.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And their fandom is called Pieces.
Pieces.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm
Pieces of what?
So, basically, the explanation of their fandom name is that they're small little pieces that build a bigger puzzle, basically.
Oh,
Oh, so
I'm okay with being a piece to any of their puzzles.
Yeah, so it's pretty
Because
cool.
we can make the world brighter.
Yeah, so let's start with the first member,
Yeah.
which is Kiho.
the only one I know. Kiho.
Kiho. So he is not their oldest. He is their leader,
Oh.
and he is their vocalist as well. He's
Oh,
one of the
he's got
vocalists.
such a beautiful voice.
He does. He has
does.
an angelic voice.
And he's wackadoo.
He's a sassy Canadian.
He is.
All the
'Cause-
Canadians
yes.
tend to be sassy in
Yep.
the K-pop industry, but
Yeah. So
sassy Canadians.
he's Canadian. He's from Canada. Because both of you know Kihon really well.
I don't know him very well. I just know who he is.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm really good at this game.
yeah, definitely. And I'm really good at leading topics.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm the only member that I know that has an English name out of all of them. But his English name is Stefan, and some of Seoul, who
Yeah.
we will talk about later, calls him Steph a lot instead of Kiho.
That makes so much more sense.
So that's why that should be mentioned. He's from Toronto in Canada. Kiho's motto for life is "Don't take life so seriously."
And,
Which is a good
and
motto.
he lives up to that. I don't know if you have never seen Kiko live, you should do that.
It's
You should watch
super
the
funny.
ones with him and Theo.
Oh, definitely.
They're
Yes.
a little wackadoo.
Yes. Oh my god.
In fact, you see him a lot in other people's like
Yeah, he kind of just shows up.
Yeah, like
in
he
other
has lots
people's
of
lives.
little memes and things of him and
Yeah.
the ghost in his room.
He has.
Oh my god.
the ghost.
I love it.
He has a lot of memes and iconic moments, and
And
Girl,
he
this
tends-
wall is white.
yeah.
I love Kiko.
Yes.
He tends to say whatever comes into
To
his
his mind,
head,
yeah.
and he doesn't think first. He just says it.
Yeah.
I
Basically.
really think it's a Canadian thing.
Me too. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. So the next member is Theo. He is the oldest.
Oh.
So yes, he is also one of the vocalists.
Ooh.
He is Korean, so that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Let's see. His life motto is "Let's be a person who
is worthy of one's dignity.
There you go.
I think that's a pretty like
That is a
complex like
It's
quote
kind of weird
Yeah.
for a K-pop artist
For
to
a
have
K-pop
like
artist. To be like
a really
worthy of our
deep,
dignity.
low life motto.
But I mean it
I don't
it
know.
kind
Apparently
of
we're
makes
on Ian
sense.
again.
I know. Right? Well, like because Theo does mean gift from God.
Yes.
Gift from God.
Yeah.
Yeah, from God. It
Gift
kind
from
of
God.
like I feel like it. The few things I've seen of Theo because of the V-Lives with Kehoe,
Yes.
it makes sense though because Kehoe's energy and craziness is like, and Theo is sitting here going, bring it down, you're okay, please
Yeah.
breathe, just breathe.
Or
Sometimes he feeds into it.
Yeah, he kinda adds to it.
Eggs up.
It's like he likes to bring it down and then he waits a second and then he's like,
Okay,
let's
match it.
fuel
Oh,
this
fire.
fire.
So there's that, and his speciality is his vocals, and he lives up to that. He has a really good voice,
Ooh.
and him and Kehoe love to like harmonize.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever seen
And they
that,
randomly do it in weird places. Like
yeah,
just randomly out of the blue start harmonizing with each
each
other.
other, and it's super cool, and their voices mix perfectly. So yeah. Next member is Jiyoung.
Is this the one that was also on the Dive Studio stuff?
Yes, so
Yes, so he was
Okay.
Theo
also
and him were on
Yeah.
this latest season,
No,
season 3.
Theo,
Not Theo.
Kehoe and Jiyoung
and
were
Jiyeon
on
were
Fighting.
season 3 of Fighting.
Yes, they were on Fighting, which
Which was the only thing I was like, who is this kid? And then I was like, oh, he gets along really well with Kehoe. I bet you and he's in P1Harmony.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, them on
So,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
His positions is rapper, vocals, and dance. He does all three.
All
Which is-
rounder.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. He's also Korean. And the really cool thing is that him, Kehoe, and Theo are all born in the same year.
Oh.
They're all 01s.
Oh. I sometimes feel really old with these idols.
No comment.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. So,
I can adopt all of these ones as brothers, little brothers,
little brother.
the cute little youngins.
Again, they can all just come have ramen at my house.
Yeah,
She makes good ramen too.
she does. She really does.
Seriously.
Alrighty, well, Jiyoung's name means to be a wise man, which is pretty.
He's gonna have to get some years behind him. He ain't so wise yet.
I don't know if he is considered a man, so she's so young. We're gonna get some interesting comments in this video.
And him, Jiyoung, Kihoon, and Intuk all share a dorm room together,
Ooh.
which is
Oh, that's gotta be weird.
yeah. Well, considering
Oh,
that they were all
goodness.
kind of
Cause Theo and Keith, you'll learn about Intek in a little bit.
Yeah.
He's kind of the quiet, middle of the road. Doesn't really
he's like a middle child.
Yeah,
he's
he's
kind of like
just- pretty like straight normal kind of kid.
yeah.
Yeah, that's weird that he's in with
Those two
those
crazies.
two crazies.
They
So
probably did that to be like, if we put 3 crazies in one dorm, we're gonna have
Get
some
phone
problems.
calls.
we're gonna
Yeah, they're gonna get noise complaints from the neighbors. It's like, what's going on? We heard some random things. What did you hear? Some sort of screaming? But it wasn't
bad
like
screaming.
bad screaming. We're just not sure what was happening.
So yeah, okay. Next member is Intuk.
I love Intek.
Aw.
He's so cute.
He is very, very cute. His positions is rapper and dancer.
Oh, okay.
So pretty cool.
And again, kind of the normal one. He usually has pretty, like, okay, so Kehoe, it looks best if his hair is purple or blue. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going there because he just looks so good like that. And the other ones tend to change their hair color frequently.
Yeah.
Intact always looks normal. It's either blonde or brown or dark. It's just never a color.
It's never really like
so
a
it's
big
like Jungle
color.
from like
Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
Very rarely do we get a different,
A different
color.
hair. Yeah. So that's interesting fact about
But
him.
he's super cute.
He is
Like,
yeah.
take him home. Put him in your collection.
Is he like a dog? I just want to adopt him and take him home and love him and take care of him.
Yeah.
Alright. I can do this.
He's also Korean.
Okay.
And it's a bit of a jump. He's an 03.
We're just gonna have like existential crisis going over my head a million times. It's fine.
His name means make your name widely known by engraving it to the east.
Wow,
That's a lot of stuff for a tiny little name like Intact.
Duck. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like
I do,
wow.
however, kind of like his saying, because his saying is the motto.
His motto.
It's a motto with you.
I don't know what's a motto. What's
Sorry. His motto is, if you really want it and believe in it, it will come true.
I like that.
That's his favorite quote, Mom.
Favorite quote, whatever.
His life motto is different. His life motto is let's live in our own way.
What's a motto with you?
I don't know what's a motto with you.
So, there it is.
Intact. He's so cute.
Super cute, yes.
And like I said, he's like the quiet, normal. I mean, he's not really the quiet one, because we're going to talk about the quiet one in a minute, but he's kind of the normal kind of...
Like
he's so not cute.
it's kind of like Simon, where Simon's kind of like there, laid back, and then there's some like times where Simon's like crazy and wild, and that's
But
kind of
he kind of sits in the back a little.
I just sit here and you're like, he's kind of normal. I'm like, there's normal in K-pop.
There's
There's
no normal
never
in
normal.
K-pop.
No.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
No.
It
No,
really
normal
doesn't.
in life does
Doesn't
not exist.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a really good thing, because if we were all normal, our world would be super boring.
Yeah.
I think-
And I love variety.
Yeah.
Variety's a good
Normal
thing.
is only a setting on a washing machine
There you go.
or dryer. Like it's a setting on a machine.
Yep.
No one is a machine. We're all awesome and human.
Yep.
Now we get to the one I know the other name.
This is
So
your other name.
this next member is named Soul.
Oh my goodness, soul.
He calls himself an alien, and
He's
his
the
other
alien.
members also called him sometimes an alien. Just by the way he like acts, he is a very crazy, wild personality, and we love it.
So he's not loud and crazy like Kehoe.
No,
He's weird and different and says odd things and
Yeah.
does strange things, and but he's super talented. Like,
he is super
the
talented.
boy can dance the pants off anyone else in K-pop.
Yeah.
Plus he can throw tricks like crazy pants.
Yes, that's
Wow.
actually true. So, his position is rapper and dancer. He mostly dances
Okay.
for the group. You can hear him sing and rap sometimes in songs, but
Okay.
most of the time he is dancing. And he is really good at it.
Really good at it.
And yeah,
And
so
also foreign born. He's not
also foreign.
Korean.
Yes, he is Japanese, which is super cool.
Hey.
This is also a jump. This is 05.
So we went from 2001
One.
to 2003 to 2005. And just so you know, their baby's about that same age too.
Yes. Their youngest is also in 05.
Wow.
Yes. So, some awesome things about him is that he's good at creating choreography,
Yeah.
which is why he's a dancer,
Mm-hmm.
which is super cool.
But he makes a really energetic choreography.
Yes.
Think about things like, have you seen the music video for Jump?
Yeah, their new
Yes.
comeback jump is
Okay.
really cool.
Yeah.
Their choreography is always kind of upbeat, hip hoppy, stuff
Well,
like
and
that.
When they perform Jump, that is like when they perform it like for a show or something.
Yeah,
They use
they use
legit
actually a jump,
jump
rope.
ropes
And it's
as part of their
really cool.
choreo. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain went to Han trying to use a jump
Jump.
rope. I'm so sorry, Han. But yeah, I was like, and so I'm like, I kind of want to see Han do the jump choreo with the jump rope. Sorry, the jump.
Han would end up on his face, and then it would be very sad for all
would
of
be
us.
very
Yeah.
Anyways, we should get back to P1.
And back to P1Harmony.
Yeah. Okay, so, his actual name is Shoya?
Shota?
Shota?
Shota.
I think it's Shota.
Shota.
And it means a child with a pure soul, which is
Why
kind
we
of where
call
he
it
gets his
soul.
soul.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really good meeting.
So,
and it keys in.
Remember that I don't know anything? So, I have to ask, do they choose these names? Like, I'm a K idol, and I'm gonna have a different name than mine because everyone in my neighborhood has my same name. So what am I gonna choose? Does my company say, here's your options? Do I go to my company and say, I want to be called this? Do I just say, hey buddies, I want to be called Soul?
I think a lot of it when it's because there's a lot of repeats in K-pop
Oh, yeah.
because of similar names that people are called. But I think for somebody who wants to go by a different name, I think it kind of keys in to something about them,
Mm-hmm.
like soul, and how his name means a child with a pure soul.
Mm-hmm.
And Han is his last name, and it's kind of like something like that, where I think they do go to their companies and say, here's like
Here's
something
what I would
want
like to be called.
and if they agree, that's what they call, or if they don't agree, then they'll have to find something else.
I also know that, so with EXO, they originally had some interesting names picked out for their stage names because either their names they felt were too hard to pronounce for like everybody, or it's just a common name. So Kai from EXO, his real name is Jonghyun. Similar, not quite spelled the same, but it's very similar to IN. But a lot of the members of EXO, like, because they were talking about things, they kind of gave him a little bit of crap. 'Cause they're like, Kai seems a little, like, kind of young, kind of not really there. And now, that is, like, the name.
Yeah.
And so it's very interesting. I feel like they probably, with a stage name, as with also, like, American or westernized actors, they have to actually submit their names to get changed or whatever for the Actors Guild.
Correct.
Because there can't be multiples of the same one.
Yeah.
And being as, especially in Korea, they have a lot of very similar last names. I mean, if we just go with BTS, there's 3 Kims.
Yeah.
With their last name, or their surname. So it's kind of, you know, they have to kind of break up, so I'm thinking that might be it. Some of them just decide they want to be
Something.
a certain thing, and it's kind of like, for Jonghyun from Stray Kids, I just think he wanted to have something just a little bit different. But, I don't know, I'm not the idols.
Yeah.
But that's kind of
Interesting.
my thought with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of them, and I mean, some of them have multiple nicknames. Like in BTS, there's their real name. Like, for example, Namjoon.
Yeah.
And then he also is RM, which means rap monster.
Yep.
Yes, I know there was like 50 different meanings for the RM now. It originally was Rat Monster. But then it's like we have different ones like Suga from BTS. His real name is Yoongi, but he also goes by August D.
Yep.
And he goes by August D because August D is Suga, and then DT or TD, whatever. It's flipped. It's his hometown's initials.
Oh.
And Suga, and then he just put them
Flipped
together and flipped it.
Must be nice to say, hey, I would like to change my name.
I mean, we can. I mean, I have like 3 different names I technically go
This
by.
is true.
I also have a name that I go by.
Yeah,
That's not my actual name.
exactly. So I feel like stage names are kind of like elevated nicknames.
Yeah.
But I might be, this is again, my opinion on it.
Our opinions.
Well,
Mhm.
Soul, elevated nickname.
Yes. Elevate, and it
I
works
like it.
because
Because it just really suits who he is. Like, it's just different, and he's different, and it
Yeah.
makes him stand out.
It does.
Right?
Yeah.
And
does.
people will remember Soul, right? That's
Yeah.
easy.
That's
So-
why I didn't know much about P1Harmony, right? Learning.
Yeah.
But it's like, I knew Soul, and I know that Soul is also a very different person.
Very different
Strange
personality.
child.
Yeah.
He's
Uh,
an alien.
Yeah.
He,
And
by
it's
his
like-
own admission.
Yeah.
And I've just seen some of the little clips of like him answering questions and the rest of the team going,
What?
okay.
Like, yeah.
They're used to it now. They just
They
laugh.
are
They
now,
do,
but it's
yeah.
like, I just saw this one and they asked something and he was like, yep. And the rest of the team was like,
What?
okay.
Okay. Actually, in that, they asked him to, what was it? Name, like, words. And he goes, dancer, something else. And then at the very end, he says Kihome to describe himself. And all the
That's right.
members are like,
That's right.
Why
That's
keyhole?
Pick 3 words that describe yourself,
Yourself.
and keyhole is the last one.
yeah. And he was like, dancer, freestyle, Kihome. And he was like completely, he's like, okay,
And
bye.
keyhole just
Yeah.
rolls his eyes like, what
He
the
was
heck?
like, what?
I also
Why?
know that Kiho was, I think it was Kiho and Jiyoung
Jiyoung?
were asked like, who in your group do you think would survive a zombie
The
apocalypse?
apocalypse.
And they're like, Soul, no questions. He'd do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's that like type personality where he's like, yeah, if you go tell him, like, oh, go catch that chicken, he's gonna go
This
catch
was
that
the other
chicken.
reason that they all chose Soul to be on the deserted
The
island with
island?
them.
Yeah, because he'd just go out and
Because he has no fear.
He is super.
I need to be friends with Soul.
I know, right?
It's like, can I just adopt him to be my little brother and be like, okay, we're
Let's do
going
this."
on an adventure and you need to go do this. I approve.
Alrighty. Next member is my bias, and his name is Jung-sub. I just call him J-sub, which is a little easier.
Okay.
Because it's not his full name. It's just
Mhm.
the J and then the sub.
Okay.
And oh, he has an English name. That's awesome. His English name is Luke, which is pretty cool. His positions are also rapping, and he's a dancer, and he is their youngest.
Aww,
He's the
another
baby.
Makane.
Yeah.
And this is the quiet one.
Yes.
He's the quiet one.
He is super quiet.
Yeah, they kind of have to invite him to
Do stuff.
to speak.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would just sit there and pleasantly smile through the whole thing
And listen.
and just listen and enjoy. That's who he is.
he just like
There's
sits
at least
there.
one in every group.
Yeah. So, 05. And he's Korean,
Okay.
which is super cool. Before he was in this, because their company is FNC, I believe,
Okay.
he was a trainee under YG before.
Oh.
he
Oh.
switched.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. His favorite phrase is keep your head cold and your heart hot.
So keep a cool head and a warm heart.
Okay, like my brain is like,
Yeah, that's what my
I
brain is.
want
It's like, wait,
ice
what?
and then heat, but that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
keep a cool,
Cool
head, like just
head
kind
and
of
a
like
warm heart.
you gotta make sure that you're cool. Like keep that anger,
Yeah.
the lower thing, but let your heart feel that action.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with the question thing that we were talking about with Soul, is that they asked him why he wanted to be an idol and like why he wanted to be on stage, and is because he likes to see the audience and be up there and be under the light and having fun and seeing the audience have fun, and that's a really good thing. And
I think that most idols would say
Say
that
that.
that's something about that audience performer relationship.
yeah,
Because
Oh, yeah.
it exists with anyone who gets up in front of a large group of people and
Yep.
does stuff, whether that's theater or sports or music or dance or whatever that might be.
Yeah.
Public speaking,
Yeah.
motivational speaking. And what's really interesting is that so there's a scientific study that was done, and what they found is that when you go to a live performance, that the audience, all of their heart rates sync up and their hearts beat together. And so it's a shared experience, this energy transfer between performer and audience creates this symbiotic energy flow
Yeah.
where everyone's heart starts to sync up and beat at the same rhythm.
Oh,
And I
that's
think that is the
cool.
super cool thing.
Whoa.
So I get that from K-idols that would be like, my favorite part is that piece where I get to see them reacting to me, and it's, I give them all of my energy and performance and they give it right back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then we just keep exchanging it, and it's really truly a high.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see this, like when you watch them do their performance videos and then you see them backstage and you're watching all of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I watch it with Stray Kids quite
Yeah.
frequently, where they're coming off the stage and you can see them be like,
Yeah.
they're just like this, or like vibrating with all of that energy high, right?
And then they
And then they
pretty soon
crash,
after.
right?
Yeah. It's very interesting, like, you talking about that, and that the fact that he really likes to be on stage. I
Yeah.
think, again, most idols, most musicians, anybody who's on stage really loves to feed off that interaction. And
One more fun fact about Jason is that, well, yes, he's my bias, which is super cool, but he also has the same favorite type of movies, and his favorite movies are Les Mis, Harry Potter, and Maze Runner.
good choices.
I love Maze Runner. I watch it over and over again.
I like
as much
that
as I
it's
can.
like slightly
It's
different.
diverse. Yeah,
It's like, it's a nice diverse,
it is.
it has action in all of them.
Yeah.
But it's like most people would not put any of those three together.
Exactly.
So, but all three are based on books.
Yay, books!
And Les Mis is a musical as well.
Well, yeah, Les Mis is
But
a
it's
musical,
also based on books.
It's also
it's based on the book,
That's true. That's
and Maze Runner.
And I was dumb, and I read the unabridged version of Les Miserables.
I am sorry.
At least I didn't read it in French,
Yeah.
because I could have, but I
yeah,
didn't.
you could have.
Sometimes the abridged, I'm not gonna lie, I like the abridged usually, depending, just because it's like, I don't need
They're just-
3 pages about someone packing a bag to
Yeah,
then
there were whole
go.
chapters in Les Mis about travel
Yeah.
Yeah.
and politics and countrysides and
Yes.
I shouldn't be nodding my head because I have not read it. The
Yes.
only 2 books that I've read out of those 2 is Harry Potter. I've read all the Harry Potters, and I've read all the Maze Runner books.
Ditto.
Same.
So
Yeah.
and I've
And the
seen all
Maze
the
Runner
movies.
books, so good.
They are really good.
The first movie I'm good with. The rest of the Maze Runner movies
They
that
kind
they
of
tried
went
to do.
Downhill from the first one,
Why'd you have to screw up the storylines so bad?
especially the second movie.
Oh my gosh, the second movie, I couldn't even make it through it.
I skipped like
sad.
half of it, bro.
So James Dashner, who wrote Maze Runner, actually lives in our community. I don't know if you all knew
yeah,
that.
I
but
forgot
yeah.
about that.
He actually lives a little further north of here, but his kids went to school with my friend. Well, his kids had my friend as their teacher.
Whoa.
And she's a huge fan, and she said it was the only time she ever remembered fangirling and not being able to talk. That was really funny.
I approve.
Because, like,
Yes.
here we are talking about K-pop and fangirling over all these cute boys.
the world always meshes somehow. Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, should we
Yeah.
watch this?
So I pulled up Jump, which is their latest comeback, and I'm just gonna play it for you because this is really good.
위로날 재밌단 우린 never coming down 지구줄이 금지 끝에 서무지 우리 동시 아무나 뭐 곁길이 run away 매리매리 도망쳐 겁나니 발이 보이나게 아프리 1, 2, 3, 4 가라리 따라 내 느낌대로 go down 가라리 따라 just put your hands up 따라리 따라 내 리듬 따라 go down
That's like a perfect.
I like the fact that he just jumps into the arms. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
High energy, lots of fun. That's P1Harmony
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
It
This
is.
is a cute song.
It is, and a lot of their songs kind of key into this type of energy.
Yeah.
A lot of
Okay.
yeah. So like they always have like I have this album right here, and the song that they had for this one was Back Down, and it's very hip hoppy, very upbeat, very like blah 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 blah, and then
And I like BFF off of it.
BFF in this is really good as well, and they also have other songs that are kind of like slow and like
Okay.
very stuff like that.
But they have this really upbeat,
Yeah,
Vibe.
hip hoppy
Hip
vibe.
hoppy.
Okay.
but they're great.
Yeah, they're super awesome. So stand them if you want to
It's time
Be
for
a
you to
piece.
become a piece.
become a piece.
Become a piece because I'm working on becoming a piece. I need to stop standing more groups. I'm running out of money.
I'm so sorry.
But they're so cute.
They are super cute. Okay, so that is a wrap for today
And for P1Harmony,
and P1Harmony. So, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment, like, if you
hey, if you know anything more about P1Harmony,
Yeah.
your favorite things about P1Harmony, any other groups
Favorite
you'd like us to
song.
talk about
Yeah.
or get to know,
yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Things you think us baby pieces need to know.
Ah.
Because all I know is a lot of sarcastic comments from Kehoe.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Follow us on social media.
Share this with
Instagram,
your friends.
TikTok.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
We got this.
So long from Mama Jenny.
Bye from Missy.
peace out from Baby K. One more interesting fact.
Can you wait till I'm seated?
Oh,
holy cow.
She's like,
But I like to be part of the show. I don't know about you, but
Ah!
I'd
Okay.
like to be part of it.
I can't believe I just did that.